We continue to gauge the sentiments of residents here in the Northwest capital, Mahikeng, after the proclamation of election date by the Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Minister Velenkosini Hlabisa. We know that on the 4th of November this year, we are going to the local government elections. That proclamation means that the road has already or has formally begun for the upcoming local government elections. And if you talk about the state of service delivery in the Northwest, even from the residents that we have engaged earlier here in Mahikeng, they are still complaining about the state of service delivery, especially water shortages amongst them, the state of the roads, especially here in the Northwest capital, Mahikeng. And if you look at the Auditor General's report, there is still a concern about how the municipalities are managing their finances. Many municipalities, or all of them in the province, according to that Auditor General's report, are still using consultants to compile their annual financial statements. So we just speak to the residents of Mahikeng just to get a sense of, you know, they are thinking with regard to the current municipal councils here in the Northwest province. How did they perform? Are they looking forward to the upcoming local government elections? Thank you very much for joining us on SABC News this afternoon. Are you looking forward to this year's local government elections?
Definitely, yes. I am looking forward to this year's local elections, more especially because with the elections that we had, the national elections, we had the GNU coming into play. So we're very looking forward to seeing with these elections, will there still be a share of power amongst the parties, or will the ANC go back to being the ruling party? Yes.
So have you registered to vote? Are you going to vote on the 4th of November? And what are you anticipating to see in the next term of the municipal councils?
Definitely more service delivery. Yes, I have registered to vote. I registered with the last round of elections, and then when I did verify this year, I'm still registered to vote. So I will be voting on the 4th of November. Definitely I'll be casting my vote. But we look forward to more employment in the coming future, because we see that South Africa, we have a very high unemployment rate, especially amongst the youth. And then we look forward to more service delivery, more especially here in Mahikeng, roads and infrastructure. We look forward to having more being done by the municipality as far as improving our roads is concerned, because our roads are currently the main problem. And also, if you can see over there, we're having a problem with the collection of rubbish. Sometimes we have to wait 2 or 3 days. Just yesterday we have a power outage which was just out of the ordinary that we do not expect.
Thank you very much. Let me also speak to another resident here. Thank you very much for joining us on SABC News this afternoon. The proclamation of the election date by the Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Minister Velenkosini Hlabisa. Just your take on that?
Firstly, I'd like to greet SABC and all your viewers. Firstly, I would like to say, Mahikeng, we are disadvantaged. I'd like to allude on what the previous speaker has already said. The most disturbing one is the infrastructure to start with. The power outages. Yesterday there was a power as a student. For instance, I'm here as a student. I've been in Mahikeng as a student. So with the power outages, disturbed a lot of things. As much as I won't name the institutions, but I would say we suffered yesterday because we were not informed prior to the power outages. So it had to cut classes. For instance, the institution that I am affiliated under, classes had to be dismissed at 2 o'clock, which is out of the ordinary. As we know, we're approaching, as the second semester is too short, so we're approaching semester test. So now it means the semester plan gets compromised. So I wish for a change. For instance, one thing I've noticed ever since I got here into Mahikeng, it's the high employment rate, as the previous speaker alluded. So I also wish and hope that the next party comes in part. For instance, I feel like the current party currently, it's not doing in our favor. For instance, where we're being interviewed, there were huge potholes, but this project, if we're being honest, if you were to go check the stats, I believe a lot of money was taken out to come, but if we're being honest, there's no difference. It seems as if everything is still the same, and there are sometimes it's power cuts or water outages. So I hope and wish, and another thing, it will be my first time vote, because back then I told myself, I may be staying around. It's okay, but now it makes sense that your vote makes a difference. So I would encourage the youth and all the others to please register to vote, and another thing, as technology has been implemented, I was able to register online. It's a quick and convenient process. So I just hope for change in the future in Mahikeng.
maybe there are some prospective councillors who are listening to this discussion. What is your message to them as we are preparing for November?
I'd like to say, let's not do this for fame, guys. Let's not do it for status. Let's think of other people and where they come from. Because now it seems like everyone who's candidating for council, they're thinking for their own benefit. So let's think of the other people. Let's not be self-centered, but let's take it back to the community. Because they say, if you will succeed, let's sort of implement opportunities for the others. Because now, if as much as this interview would be played on national broadcasting, Mahikeng is the capital of Northwest, but based on the infrastructure and so forth, it does not show as the capital. So may you please, whoever who's gonna win, I'm not candidating for, I don't wanna sort of expose already what I'm, but then I wish that you make a change, implement it, so that township because no ya thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. That's some of Mahikeng residents here in the Northwest Province who are complaining about the poor infrastructure around the Mahikeng. If you talk about the state of the roads, even where we are, I mean, this road is riddled with potholes like many other roads in the Northwest Province. As you travel across the province, roads are in a very bad condition in the province. And also the issue of, power outages that are being experienced in some areas in Mahikeng and other, and other areas in the province of the Northwest, and also water shortages. As you know, that Ngakamudiri Mlema, which is the Water Services Authority here, has been struggling to provide, residents with sufficient water for many years now. They've been encountering some challenges, but some residents are hopeful that maybe, come the next municipal council term, things will be better. With that, it's back to you in studio.